Hey guys, I'm Minabutu Pro Beats, and in today's video I want to show you a really cool technique that you can use when mixing vocals. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's get into the video. So the technique that I want to show you guys today is dealing with problematic vocals. Vocals that have too much low end, vocals that are really harsh, that have really bright S's and sibilance, vocals that have resonant frequencies, vocals that aren't really consistent in terms of levels. I want to play you this example track that I will use for today. Weil ich einfach nicht mehr weiß, wer ich bin. Weil ich einfach nicht mehr weiß, wer wir sind. Weil ich einfach nicht mehr war. I want to focus on this specific part and I want to duplicate the track a few times. Let's say 2 times. As you can see, I have the same effects on all tracks, because in Studio One, when you duplicate a track, you will duplicate it with inserts, sends. Now let me explain about this technique. So if you have vocals that have certain words with problems, like S's, low end, resonant frequency, you just copy those words to a separate track and you process that specific word in a different way. For example, let's say that the main lead vocal has an EQ. Let's go with the stock EQ, a compressor, go with the stock compressor. Let's say that we have a de-esser and another compressor. We just need to copy the same processing on all the tracks. Now all the tracks have the same processing, the same inserts, the same sends. So if we drag some audio from the first one to the second one, it will sound exactly the same. And this is where things change. If I play you this section here, you can hear that starting with this point, we have a lot more bass in the vocals. We just drag and drop here. So we copied the audio from the first track to the second one, and I'm gonna add another EQ. On this other track called lead minus bass, we can use the low cut to get rid of the excess bass. Weiß, wer wir sind, weil ich selber nichts mehr war. Weiß, wer ich bin, weil ich einfach nicht mehr weiß, wer wir sind, weil ich selber nichts mehr war. This is with the EQ on the second track, and this is without. Weiß, wer wir sind, weil ich selber nichts mehr war. Weiß, wer wir sind, weil ich selber nichts mehr war. You can hear the difference. This is how you can keep the performance of the artist really consistent. You can also do this technique by automating plugins, but that requires a lot of time. So this is why this multi-track setup works better for me. You can use this on resonant frequencies. Let's say that on another certain word, this part, we have a resonant frequency around 500 Hertz. We just remove that specific frequency on the track. Now, if we play the track, it will sound consistent. Just make sure that you keep the same processing on all tracks, except the plugins that you're using to fix the issues that you have on that particular phrase or words. You can use this for S's. You can use a de-esser on this specific track. You can use a dynamic EQ. Let's bring up FabFilter Pro Q3 and make a shelf on the top end. You can fix all sorts of problems with this setup. Like I said, you can have a track where you remove the bass if you have words that are way too bassy, and this way you don't remove the bass from the words or phrases that have just enough and that sound really good with that bass in the track. You can remove resonant frequencies with this technique using dynamic EQ. You can tame S's, you can remove mouth clicks. This is a different way that I use this technique. Right here we have some mouth clicks. Just duplicate the track, move the audio from the main track to the duplicated track, and on the duplicated track you can add like isotope declick. You just get rid of the nasty clicks, the nasty artifacts on that particular section. So after you have all these tracks sounding exactly like you want, you can just make a bus for all the tracks and call that vocal lead bus. And now you can do the rest of the processing on the bus. So this is a really cool technique used by a lot of pro engineers. Try it out and let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification button, drop a like. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, follow me on Facebook. See you guys probably later this week. Cheers.